Today we are going to be answering all of your assumptions about us.
You guys have a lot of weird assumptions about us.
I'm excited though. I've been wanting to do this video for so long.
Without further ado, let's see what people
Assume about
us.
I assume Mal is the introvert and Cam is the extrovert.
That is pretty much 100% accurate.
Okay, I would say it's partly true. If you compare the two of us, 100% he is an extrovert compared to me. I am the introvert.
Yeah.
But I'm still an extrovert.
Mal's battery is recharged when she's around people, not when she's alone.
Yeah, but Cameron is like a whole other tier of extrovert.
I'm like 7 or 8 tiers above her extroverted.
Yeah.
tiers.
Y'all are rich.
That is very wrong. I'll tell you right now.
When we got married, we literally had not a dime to our name.
We were dirt poor.
We've come very far from that, but we are still by no means
Rich.
no.
I will say, full transparency, we are making more money now than we used to make. Like a significant amount of more money now than we used to make. And I think we feel very blessed. I think that God has blessed us with the position that we have right now. And just as much as he's blessed us, like he could take it away at any given point in time. We're also trying to like steward our resources in a faithful way. Something that we've never been good at is tithing. And that's something that we're going to try to get a lot better at.
So no, we are not rich, but we have more than enough to provide for ourselves. We got a lot of these. You guys never fight. I just gotta say it right now. We have tried so many times to let you guys in, especially on Instagram, just being very open at the fact that our first 2 years of marriage
Oh my gosh.
were
Bad.
bad.
Bad. And I don't think that she's a bad person. I don't think that I'm a bad person. But we just struggled a lot. We are complete opposites in pretty much every way. Truly, I really mean this. By the grace of God and our relationship with him, we have stuck together. If we were not Christian.
We probably would have been divorced by now.
Yes,
Not
we don't
gonna
like
lie.
that word, but
Yeah.
just being honest. We don't fight nearly as much now as we used to.
Now we've gotten to a point where our communication is just like leaps and bounds better.
Like Mal said, we have like a lot more systems in place to resolve arguments in a like way that's respectful to each other and in a way that like gets it done more quickly and efficiently, to be honest, you know? I'm not saying that we, like push all of our feelings to the side, but we have methods about our arguing that help us, resolve in a much more peaceful manner.
That was good.
Thank you.
Cam does most of the cleaning, etc. around the house.
I'll let Mal answer this one.
That's gonna be a 100% no. But Cam does so much on the work side of things.
My capacity for like cleaning has been reduced. I commute and I work for 3 days out of the week somewhere else. So Mallory is here doing her thing. I'm working. Mal just happens to do more of the cleaning. So that's just kind of the roles that we have found ourselves in.
Yeah, so on his 3 days, well, really 2.5 days gone, I'll like front load all of the weekly things. And then during the week, I'll still do like cooking, cleaning, just like daily upkeep, because that's what comes like very naturally to me. So I want to like take that load off of him and not have him have to think about just like another added on task.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, like, there have been times in our marriage where it shifts, And
Oh, yeah.
so it's not like you have to do all this stuff and you have to do all this stuff. It's just that is what works for us right now. And, like if something else worked better than this, then we would probably be doing that. So before anyone comes after us in the comments talking about, oh, you don't do enough around the house or you don't do anything for work, then it's just, keep that to yourselves.
Like a year ago when I was full-time student and also working, like Cam was doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, like I would have been in shambles without his help. So it fluctuates. Your life is a lot different than what's portrayed in the videos.
We do not show a lot of our lives. I think we're open and transparent as much as we can, but you guys only see, you know, like maybe max a minute or two of our lives every day. It's just not enough to like really see what our day-to-day looks like.
Because you'll only get the extremes, like especially on, I don't know, like Instagram and TikTok, the small little snippets that you get of our life. You'll get the extremes of like, oh, Mal's just always crying.
Yeah.
Mal's always so emotional. Yes, I'm emotional, but really, I don't cry that often. You keep God at the center of your relationship.
The right way to phrase that is that we try. God and our relationships with Christ are very, very, very important to Mal and I.
It's not something that we could ever ignore or push aside. Although we do neglect it because we're human and whatever, and things get in the way and we become forgetful of like why we're married in the first place. But it always comes back to Christ and our relationship with him, and that's why we got married. That's why we love each other. That's why we choose to love each other every single day.
I don't think it's fully possible to do it on your own. Okay. And so part of the reason that we moved to where we live now is because there's a lot of young Christian married couples that we're really close to here. And putting yourself in a context where you have more opportunity for fellowship, you have, you know, more opportunity for like church engagement, church involvement, accountability is something that we have done, and we have purposely and intentionally done for our lives to make sure that we can keep Christ at the center of a relationship. Because if we were out in the middle of nowhere, just Mal and I, we didn't know anyone, I think we'd have a really hard time with that, to be just straight up honest with you guys.
It's hard to do it when you're alone. You can't do it alone. We have to be letting other people into our marriage as much as possible. You love Jesus.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
yes.
baby.
And this one's for Mallory, not for me.
Mal is slow to anger but very emotional. Generally, I am slower to anger.
I would agree with that.
Like, I'm not hot-headed.
No.
It's just not in my nature ever. But I do think if I'm not doing well spiritually, then I am more prone to being angry at more things more quickly. I am very emotional.
Very.
I am.
It's not a bad thing, okay? But it is true that she is an emotional person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just the way she is.
Mal doesn't work.
That's correct. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, Mal does a lot of work, okay? So if anyone assumes that she doesn't do any work, completely false.
So, like, all the bookkeeping, all the taxes, all the DMs, the commenting, the content schedule, the, like, general schedule.
Mal makes sure that our normal content is scheduled out, our brand deals are scheduled out, she takes care of the emails, a lot of the communication. So that's her job, and she does it really well.
Basically all the admin stuff, and I'm also, like, our secretary.
Her words, but not mine.
Essentially.
Yeah, so talk to my secretary.
Mal is genuinely that sweet in real life.
Yes, it is true. Mallory is like a sweet, cuddly little teddy bear that occasionally gets hangry and will attack you. But more often than not, she is so sweet.
Honey!
She's very sweet. Mal just can't insult people. And like, there's been times where I'm like, say something mean to me, try it. And she's like, you're dumb. And I'm like, she just can't. She can't do it.
He used to do that all the time when we were dating.
Yeah.
He would like put me on the spot in a group of people. He'd be like, no, insult me right now. And I'm like,
she can't do it. She's very sweet. You're a very sweet human being.
Okay, next assumption. You did not wait till marriage.
Neither Mal nor I waited until marriage. Like individually. Because we were both in prior relationships where we definitely did not wait until marriage. Mm-hmm. And so it's a huge part of my testimony, and it's a huge part of her testimony. But when we started dating, we decided with each other that we were going to wait between us two. Does that make sense? Like,
we saved ourselves within this relationship.
Yes. This is kind of a hot topic we found, and we just want to be very open and honest with you guys. We definitely didn't wait, but we did with each other because of our faith.
That is why we decided to wait, and like it's still like so good. Like so many people think that just because they didn't save themselves for marriage before that it's like too late, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really never too late. Like there's so much redemption with like both of our relationships
100%.
like coming back together.
All right, last one.
You are very mature and responsible. I'd say we're both very immature. Well, okay.
Not necessarily. Okay.
No.
We're not. Okay. We are constantly trying to grow in maturity.
we are acutely aware of the fact that we have so much more maturing.
So much to learn. We have so much to learn, and we are gonna do everything in our power to make sure that we can continue to grow in maturity. When we first got married, 19 and 20 years old, our brains were not fully developed, and it was pretty apparent. It was very apparent. We were psychotic, and we fought a lot. We were very immature, and there was a lot of working through things, like we mentioned earlier.
And responsible, I say that just goes hand in hand with maturity. Like, it's something that we're just like trying to get better and better at. That's going to take age and wisdom and years of experience.
We have a lot of responsibilities. I'll say that much.
Yes.
And I think we actually handle our responsibilities pretty well.
We're not reckless.
We're not like irresponsible. Like, you wouldn't hang out with us and then consider us the irresponsible friends. But I hope this answers your assumptions about us.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
If you guys have any assumptions about us that we didn't answer, comment it down below. Let us know what you think. It's gonna be really fun. We will read every single one. I'm not even kidding. We will read every single one. Thank you for being here. We love you guys. Have an amazing, blessed day, and
we're out. I don't know. I already said like, comment, and subscribe.